Start it. You start it.
Hey, we're live. Hey folks, and anyone that gets watching here in a minute, we are in a bit of a boonies situation when it comes to our cell service data and Wi-Fi, so it might be a little bit crummy, and I'll mention this over and over and over and over as we go on.
Should be louder.
Maybe I should be louder as I've been advised.
Hey guys, so we are coming to you live from LJ, Georgia, which is about 2 hours north of Atlanta.
1 hour north of the perimeter.
Is it? I thought it was 2 hours. Okay, so an hour.
Yeah.
So we are going to be talking about Hurricane Irma and RV living.
Yeah, and what we're doing. Hello.
Hey Maze Runner.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live. Okay, can you see the stuff coming up?
I'm going to take a look.
Okay. Sorry, we're going to try to answer questions that you might have as well. We have our computer up and running, so let us know if for some reason you can't hear us or the signal is all cruddy, because
it's going to be cruddy.
It may be cruddy. All right, so obviously we are in Georgia. If you're wondering if we are here because of the hurricane, no, it's actually a complete coincidence that we are here.
Yeah. It was time for me to go back to work. We ended our 6-month sabbatical of traveling around.
Yes.
Thank you. And now it's time for me to go back to work. I've been in training for the last 4 days to get my competency check as a dispatcher. And so we've been watching, just like everybody else, what's going on with Hurricane Irma. Daniel's having a great time.
That's right. Oh, this is very bad connection.
Oh.
Yeah, we keep going in and out on good and bad connection.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do as best we can. So some of the thoughts are, we have family still in Florida. You know, at work, I've been able to take a look at the radar and satellite projections and things like that. And Jessica's parents are in Central Florida. My parents are in South Central Florida. My mom is, excuse me. And she's going to be staying with her sister and my uncle.
Right, but at least none of these folks are RVing or anything like that. They're all staying in houses. So, you know, there's a bit more protection, obviously, if you are in an actual foundation structure as opposed to a moving RV.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're RV and you're in Florida, you know, what I always recommend is, hey, an RV is replaceable. You are not. So I wouldn't want to try to ride anything out in a travel trailer or a fifth wheel.
That's right. And I saw that one of our viewers, Mandy, that you're in the Panhandle. Are you going to be staying there the whole time, or were you going to continue to move on up? We have some friends in Jacksonville, and they were trying to leave as soon as they got the official evacuation stamp to head out. We've been watching the weather, and even though we're in Georgia, it seems to be tracking
straight up through Georgia.
Right, and even though it'll be much weaker by the time we get here, I mean, do we really want to be in this with gusts and wind, and who knows what kind of tornadoes maybe might come off of that? We're still...
Yeah, that's one of the things that here in Georgia, a good deal. Yeah, I have seen that the track is now going to go up the west coast of Florida. So yeah, even in the Panhandle, though, you'll have to keep an eye on it, because the storm is quite wide, and the hurricane force winds themselves are, you know, worth at least 74 miles per hour. Isn't a small spot. It's a 75-mile wide track, and then outside you have another probably 100-mile wide tropical storm force wind track as well. So it's always something to keep looking at, even if you're out in the Panhandle. What were we saying?
That's all we were saying.
That's all we were saying. So yeah, even here. So the question here in Georgia, even folks here in Georgia that maybe haven't lived here a long time, it's not that you have to worry about hurricane force winds, but the tornadoes that spawn off of a hurricane or tropical depression while you're in the state. So it's always something to no matter what, you always have to treat a hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression with respect, not because of its properties itself, but what else can come off of it, like tornadoes.
Right, and again, we're talking with the RV, where you're not actually secured to anything. If you are in a home, then you're going to be a lot safer, and you can board up the windows and you're good to go. But in the RV, there's nothing keeping it secured.
Yeah, now as our plans at work, I have had 2 folks offer us their nice furnished basements and to hang out with them for any eventualities this Sunday, Monday. And we may be taking them up on that offer. There's no reason why we would stay here. Travel trailer is great, but in the end, like I was saying earlier, it is replaceable. My kids, my wife, and I'm not. So it's a matter of always being alert and aware of what can be going on. Up in Idaho, good deal. Also, Kenneth, we do still plan on RVing in the future.
Well, we're still RVing, and is that what your question is? I'm just making sure that I'm understanding properly. We have no plans right now to change things up. And even with Robert returning back to work, we're still going to take his, because he's got 4 days on and then he's off for 4 days. We're planning on using his days off to go ahead and adventure in nearby states.
Yeah. The last 2 years, we didn't take too much advantage of my 4 on, 4 off. We would go back to Florida to visit family regularly, but we didn't have the opportunity much to go up into Tennessee, North Carolina, the surrounding states. But now that we have quite a bit of experience, both long-term out on the road, as well as stationary, it's going to be a bit different this time around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only been 2 days since he's been back, and I'm like, 3 days?
3 days.
3 days, and it's just been a big adjustment. And then, of course, now that we're like, well, the hurricane might be coming over us, and now that's gonna, we were a lot freer to kind of move to wherever, whenever, and now we have a little bit more, we're a little bit more locked down. So adjusting to that is a little bit different, a little bit stressful, I'd say.
And well, why don't we just go west to Alabama for a few days while this blows over? Well, if we're going to Alabama, then we're going to be contending with everybody else that might be positioning to Alabama, and between the possibility of high winds, gas prices, a lot of extra traffic on the roads, I really don't think it's something we really want to do is get on the road and mix it up with everybody else out there. So RVs, travel trailer is going to stay put for now.
But we're not 100% sure like what we're doing, and there are, if we do leave the travel trailer, there are hotels nearby that we can stay in, just like right here in the town. And again, because we are further north than Atlanta, even folks that have left Florida and staying in hotels and Airbnb homes and things like that, we're not going to be affected by that, and we're not going to also be affecting those people either. If anything, we might be, along with all the other RVers that are trying to get somewhere very safe. And I keep scratching my foot because mosquitoes apparently have come out. So.
Yeah, we're at the prime mosquito hour. It's going to be good.
We are. Billy, thanks for watching from Tampa.
Hey, Billy. Yeah, you guys are going to get wet. Have they given you any mandatory evacuation orders, or when they might give any evacuation orders? And so, yeah, get back to that. So in the meantime,
Kenneth.
The best views.
Best views. We're at an RV park, so we're saying hi to all our neighbors. But,
you can say it.
Maine.
Maine and New York.
Maine and New York, yeah. And even Ohio was kind of surprising. We didn't know. We stayed along the Mohican River for about 2 weeks, and that was unexpectedly beautiful. It was really nice.
Yeah, with New York, well, some states like Ohio, you have rolling hills, really pretty, but New York, we were out west Ithaca, near Pulaski, Cortland, and then on the way back south, we were out in Bliss, New York. And what we noticed is that it's, instead of rolling hills, it's mountain valley, and it was just gorgeous, just tremendously beautiful. I mean, and the amount of agriculture that goes on in these states was just outstanding. And then when we went into New Hampshire, also extremely lovely, but we were in New Hampshire for we didn't go very far in New Hampshire, so we didn't get to experience so much of that. But then Maine was something special. You could tell you were getting to the end of the road. Yeah, and Daniel and I got to go on a hike. We stayed at Aroostook State Park.
That's the best hike ever.
Best hike ever. Yeah, we got to go on a hike to Aroostook State Park, and there's 2 mountains looking over the city of Presque Isle. So we got to go on a hike that was pretty much, you were going straight up almost at one point. So Daniel had a great time doing that. I had wonderful views of the entire surrounding landscape. A mountain peak to the north, the city of Presque Isle, airport, and then over to the east is Canada. It was really, really beautiful.
It was very memorable. And at some point we'll be definitely going back, especially the kids loved it and have their favorite spots, so we'll be visiting as well. Yeah, Maze Runner, we just really don't want to be putting ourselves in maybe a potentially even more dangerous position by getting on the roads or running out of fuel or any of those things and then being stuck.
Yeah, our friends from Paris to Rome, Kevin and Maria Sipe, they were in Florida last night and they were out in Tallahassee. And they were stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, moving in 1 mile for every half hour, and they finally were able to. They were running low on diesel, and they were able to finally get to where they needed to go. But I mean, that was Northwest Florida. They're having difficulties.
Yeah, but I mean, the good thing is that people are really taking it seriously and taking precautions, and I think the amount of awareness that's going on with the hurricane is fantastic. I just hope that people aren't panicking and keeping a level head, because panicking is not what you want to be doing in this kind of situation. You want to be prepared and have a game plan for the best case scenario and then like worst case scenario if you can.
Yeah, even Floridians, when it gets to category 3, we're like, oh, all right, I guess we're going to have to take it seriously now.
Gotta pour up stuff, yeah. Yeah, but hopefully people have been continuing to prepare and get the supplies that they need.
Yeah, oh yeah. You gotta have a toilet when you're on the road.
Very true. That is an advantage there that you do have if you're in an RV. You have a kitchen and you have a bathroom. So.
Yeah, if it really comes down to it, just pull off onto the shoulder if traffic
That's right,
isn't moving and take care of business.
Yeah. But does anybody have any questions about the hurricane or prepping or anything like that? Please drop in the live chat. And if you're watching this after the live broadcast, please leave your comments below and we will respond.
Yeah.
And we will provide any information that we can.
Yeah.
And also, if anything changes and we do end up leaving the state, taking the RV, or anything like that due to the weather, we will... Oh my gosh, that wasn't even a vehicle. Those are the kids on a wagon. I thought it was a vehicle. Anyway, what was I saying? I was distracted. I was like, oh my gosh, what is that?
Was
it's
loud.
our kids. What was I saying?
So what are your...
Oh, that if we leave, that we will notify you guys. If we can't do it here on YouTube, follow us on social media, on Facebook and Twitter, because we will be able to post much quicker and easier that way than coming here.
Typical updates are Facebook, even though Facebook is a difficult platform when it comes to, getting a lot of messages out to everyone. But what are your parents doing to prepare? They're in
Central Florida, and they have a generator, which is fantastic, and they also have gotten fuel. They already had fuel ahead of time, and then they went and got some more. All their vehicles are fueled up, and they have plenty of food and water to keep them going.
Tell them about your mother and her adventures with the generator about a decade ago.
Yeah, we are native Floridians, and my parents have been riding out hurricanes for years and years and years. And, excuse me, a few years back, somebody tried to steal their generator
while it was running.
A hurricane. Well, like in the middle of it or the aftermath. I'm not exactly 100% sure when, but they were trying to steal it, and my mother had to go and chase some guy down. Oops, Robert just spilled his beverage.
I spilled my beverage.
Yeah, but she was able to win out and get that generator.
She chased the guy down. She was screaming, bleepity, bleepity this, and the guy just dropped it and he ran off.
I come from a long line of tough ladies.
Yeah. Now, my mom, my aunt, and my uncle are in South Central Florida. And on Monday, I called my mom and made sure that she had water. And mom's very economical. I didn't want her to wait. I didn't know at that time the path was projected to come right up through Florida. And then they shifted it to off the East Coast, and now it's coming right back to Central Florida, now up the West Coast. But she has plenty of water. Her sister is...
Oh, a side note. I have a friend that works at IKEA, and she was saying that people don't know that they have, like, batteries and candles. So
IKEA has lots of batteries and candles.
Yeah, so that might not be the first place that you think to get those supplies, but if you're in desperate need of it, go there. She was saying, at least a few days ago.
Pick up a futon while you're at it.
Hey, get some pillows. I don't know, be comfortable.
Yeah. So my mom, she has her little charcoal stove where she can cook out if her power gets lost. She has plenty of water, and she has a bucket of disaster prep food.
That's right.
So she was talking to me. She was really hounding me this April and May that I should get this bucket, $100 bucket of prepper food.
Yeah, we're pro preppers, but we haven't actually done anything because it's hard to prep, I think, in an RV. RV trek, you were asking if we are in Florida. We are not in Florida right now. We are north of Atlanta in Georgia.
We're closer to Tennessee than to Atlanta.
That's right, yeah. Tea lights.
Yeah, we almost bought
yeah,
like a 100
I know, they had
pack.
100 for like $5 or something crazy. It's great to have in case of an emergency, you know, so.
Doesn't take up much space either.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, RV trek, just the timing was perfect that we were just leaving Florida anyway. So we're good. We should be good here.
Yeah, yeah. And if not, if the winds stay up, then we have some friends that we can go stay with.
That's right. Or a hotel down the road if for some reason.
Yeah, if the winds are much higher than they
everything
expect,
is
we'll stay in their lobby.
Doesn't matter, right? We'll just get out of this thing though and go somewhere safe that's rooted on a foundation.
Yeah.
Is the main thing.
Yeah, in my job and the folks I work with, we are looking at weather 24/7 all the time. We fly airplanes. Weather is what we do. So much of my job is looking at the weather, projecting when it's going to get somewhere and what's going to happen. So when I'm at work, it's a matter of, oh, there's a hurricane. What's Jose doing? We've actually received a few phone calls to do some relief flights down to the British Virgin Islands or to St. Croix, St. Thomas. Unfortunately, our aircraft range is limited, and between Jose and Irma, we wouldn't have the range to comfortably be able to slip in between the two storms, get people out, and come back to the U.S. So we're very little disappointed we weren't able to do that this time around.
Kenneth, thank you for sticking by, coming around, and yeah, we will let you know if we're back in that area. Be nice to meet up.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, we would just set up in the lobby and we'd bring cookies.
That's right. Or bread, or tuna. No, I ate all the tuna, so I hope.
We're out of tuna?
I ate it all.
I gotta get some tuna. I've had Jimmy John's today.
Amanda, thank you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Hey Jan, yeah, we've actually been talking about that. We are gonna leave if the hurricane comes this way and the wind speeds are high, or if there's gusts and all kinds of craziness. We are not gonna stay here. We will leave.
Last I checked, the wind gusts were gonna be at 55 miles an hour, and if that stays, I don't think it's wise to be in our travel trailer. Even though we're sort of protected from the...
Oh my gosh, our kids are having way too much fun with this wagon.
Anyhow, yeah, if the winds are getting up to 55 miles an hour, we will be at a friend's place.
Yeah.
Bob Luga.
Congratulations.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, congratulations on getting your travel trailer.
Yeah,
we have been using the heck out of ours, and we're going to continue to use it. It is a fantastic tool. I've been telling the folks at work, the most embarrassing thing about going back to work is finding out that the COO and the Director of Safety and the VP of HR and the Director of Operations have all been watching our videos.
No pressure or anything, right?
Yeah.
Makes you think, like, what did I say in that video?
Yeah, you start wondering, what did I say and what could they be thinking of me when they're looking at me?
Yeah, I know, the kids are, this is pretty typical.
Yeah.
Activity with the kids.
Especially if we turn on a camera.
That's right, then they really show out. But we might end up doing a few more live videos than usual, because since Robert is back to work 40 hours a week, I'm working 40 hours a week, and we've got the kids, and you know, this way we don't have to edit.
Yeah.
And this way we can share what's been going on with us and not have to spend hours and hours on editing.
Hey Daniel, do you have anything you want to say?
Thank you so much, RV Trek. Thank you so much. And we're probably going to wrap up. If you have, again, any questions or anything, let us know. We will answer whatever we can regarding Hurricane Irma and what our plans are, and if we know of any resources or campgrounds.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll probably, well, this will be live. This will be available for viewing.
Yes.
I can't speak now.
It's okay. Yes, and again, if you want to see latest things that we've done as far as like if we're leaving, if the hurricane comes this way, check us out on Facebook and on Twitter, because that's where we will be posting probably more of that information, because it's easier and quicker to do.
Yeah. So for now, sorry, I was going to say, everybody, stay safe.
Yes, and we'll
always be
praying.
practical. Stay indoors if the winds are high, because you know you don't want to be hit by a tree or something.
Yes, and we'll be praying for the safety of everybody that's in this path of this storm, and including ourselves and other RVers.
Yep.
And we will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching.
Thank you.
Have a great night, and hopefully things are uneventful this weekend for everybody that's in the path of the hurricane. Hopefully just water, not too much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, bye.
Here's the finger.